I didn't put any makeup on. I just want to do a little bit video about my tattoos. And it's late. And I got Jerry on again, like I always do, but I wanted to do a thing about my tattoos and how I'm symbolizing it. So I start, and some language may offend some people, so there you go. So I started with, I found a tattoo artist, he's really cool, right? And I got a tramp stamp, right? Because I'm advertising that I'm approachable, you know. But anyways, it's at the base of my spine area, you know. It has a trans symbol, and then in cursive it says anal slut. So I know, but we're not done yet. So then I tripled down on the symbolism, you know, one that's called a tramp stamp a lot of times. So there I was marking up, you know, sexually active, right? And then I put anal slut on it, and then doubled down on it. And then I put a little bit of butterfly off the side corner of the A, which tripled down on the symbolism and, you know, whatever. Anyways, it came out really cool. I really liked her vibe. She was really cool, you know. So I went back again 30 days later. And so I am marking myself to commemorate my metamorphosis, which I've continued to use as a butterfly. I'm going for unique, like I always generally kind of do in my life a lot. I'm also making it very clear that whether on my cleavage or my waist in the back or the last one I'm going to get, that at any time of the year, no matter how cold or hot it is, I am going to clearly state, no matter how passable I get, like I'm about to start laser hair removal next week. And then once that's done, now I'm going to get my teeth fixed finally. Finally, I know I've been saying it all year. But I got allergies and my things dripping, and it makes me cough while I'm asleep when it drains, and sore throat and all that. So, yeah, so my tattoo is going to be a winding from the base of my spine to under my left earlobe. So as close as I can get comfortably to the head, but not, I don't want no skull tattoos. No. I got one over here on this side where my heart's at, but through my heart level, head level, heart level, base of the spine, like body, root chakra level, rising up like a snake, clockwise, or like Kundalini, and go starting and ending and passing through 3 trans symbols, and symbolizing, you know, mind, body, and spirit. The mind, the body with the root chakra, and the spirit or the heart or the seat of the soul with the chest area. You know, and it goes clockwise, like the Kundalini would rise, and serpent-like and circular. Now, if I decide I'm going to really go crazy, I'm going to come off the other side with the butterflies and wind around clockwise to pass through my bikini and wrap around my left leg to my ankle with another transgender little symbol at my knee, and then ending at the ankle. But that's if me and her decide we got the patience for all that shading, because she really did details on these last 5 butterflies. She just did. I'm going to show you. So, anyways, as good as I can. So if you can imagine it, I'm not going to expose my nipple or anything. I'm just going to show you the last part of the tattoo we just did. Right? So there it is, transgender symbol. And the butterflies are going to come up through my cleavage to it, go over my collarbone, behind my neck, and ending with another trans symbol here. And that's going to be my basic celebration tattoo. The other part going down past my waist might be optional, right? But then she just did, so there was 1 butterfly and she did 5. And so now there's 6, but she was really cool, and she usually does scary stuff. And she spent 5 hours on 5 butterflies. Never a complaint, or like she was bored or tired or whatever. Just all them hours, and I didn't even ask for that kind of detail, but she just prettied me up with these butterflies, like for real. Like it is everything I imagined it would be. Right, but the detail is exquisite. So anyways, and then finally, and at the end, I'm going to reach around and show you the tramp stamp. So I'm going to do the best I can holding the camera, you know, forewarning. But this is my tattoo as it comes to closing out my first year, being 1 year old as a baby girl. And it's been rocking. But anyways, let me show you his tattoo. So, let me stand up and get in better light here. And then I'm going to go playing the guitar. So, my butterfly star here, they're still peeling, almost the scab peeled, but you can see how detailed they are. So that's right under my right nipple. Right already. Right? And then they stretch. Going back, you see how they get bigger and smaller. The skin's still peeling a little bit. So anyways, now let me go over here where I can look in the mirror so I can angle this up right. And it'll be backwards. No, it won't be backwards. It's going to be backwards to me. Right? But I'm going to show you where we started. And I was so surprised. She was so damn cool. Okay, where we at? There it is. Now that was the first part. Right there. Yep. That was the first part. Right there. And both times I went in there, you know, I was just amazed, you know, because I told her what I wanted. Nobody in the shop wanted to do it. She was a new girl. She only did scary stuff. And I go down and I tell her, you know, this is what I want. Playing out, you know, transgender. And I want to get this tattoo, you know, celebrating being transgender. And blah, blah, blah. And I'm almost through a year. And I'm really chill and I'm cool. And I'm clean and get tested regularly for everything, including HIV at the VA. You know, it's like, and I'm advertising my sexuality, my approachability and my sexuality and stuff. Yeah, anyways, I couldn't read her because she was just, her face was just like deadpan. She was just like, okay. So I made the appointment, come back a couple of weeks later. I had told her the dimensions, the minimums, maximums of the dimensions and what I wanted. I just left it up to her and come back, and she pulled something out that I did not even expect. It had no color in it. It was small for the, you know, for the symbol. It had no color. It was small. But what amazed me was its simplicity, because on either side in cursive it said anal slut, and it just popped and looked so good that even though it wasn't what I was expecting, I was like, yeah, here, how much do you want? Give her the money and said, let's do this. And then, you know, I come back and told her, you know, I said, how about doing another 30 days from now? And I want blue butterflies just something up under up my rib cage and through my cleavage, and, you know, doing another trans symbol on my chest. And then we got sat down and did that. And then as we were done, I was like, you know, I want to come back, but I want to do it, you know, through the trans symbol here and around my neck, and end with one like maybe 1.5 inches tall trans symbol right underneath my left earlobe here. So nobody will ever be able to say I was ever deceitful, no matter how many passable I am. Because next spring at the latest, I'm going to have this voice under control. And I'm going to sound femme, but I've captured my endocrine system and everything is feminizing faster. And I am just so happy. And this, you know, I've had a lot of really epic adventures in my life and met a lot of really cool people and done a lot of really cool things. I've done things that almost broke me. Life tried to break me several times and succeeded to an extent. But this is the grandest adventure I've ever been on. And it's awesome. You know, and it pays to be a nice person. You know, in dealing with people, I don't know, for me at least anyways, I don't have fear. And since the estrogen took the anxiety away, I don't even have that much stress, because I used to be upset because I had anxiety, and it made me want to be aggressive. And I use my willpower to control it for the most part. But the stress and the panic it caused inside me, because I was always afraid I was going to hurt somebody if I lost control, was exhausting. So now I'm at a point where I got no anxiety, no panic, no aggressiveness. I've never had any fear. And even though I've always made friends easily, because I kind of glow from inside, like how my vibe is, you know, now the anxiety's gone and I'm happy, and even though I'm at the beginning of this transformation and I'm a mess, You can see people struggling to give me a compliment when they stop me and say hello randomly, because they want to compliment me as a means of responding to that vibe they're feeling from me, and they want to know me. You know, I can't leave the house without meeting 4 people. I really can't. I met 4 older bougie ladies in the woods with my social worker taking a walk the other day to be out in nature while we had our meeting. I was like, he was laughing. I was like, look, man, we're out in the woods. I just met 4 older, upper class ladies that as a boy would never give me the time of day. They would have clutched their titties tight together and not made eye contact and went past me real fast because we were in the woods. That was scary. You know, now they want to talk to me. You know, so my first year has been grand. I've had some pain. I've cried a lot. I have a lot of growing pains that I'm going through, and I'm going to go through. Yes, my shirt says Sissy Slut on it. When I bought clothes back in January, I wanted something that said slut or slutty or sent that kind of approachability message. I'm not quite the pretty guardian, but you know, love and peace. Anyways, those are my tattoos marking my transition. This month when I go back, I told her since she had done something she almost never ever did for anybody, I was like, next month's dealer's choice. Whatever you get inspired with, whether you've heard all that horror and scary stuff and gory stuff you like, whatever you get inspired with this month as Halloween approaches on November 1st, I'll come down and pull it out, say what you want to put it on my landscape that you've been looking at for 2 months. And I'll say how much and give you the money and we'll get to work. Whatever it is, no matter what it is. Period. You know. And I told her that her butterflies were just beautiful as they were healing. And she really surprised me. She was like, I know I don't usually do that stuff, but I like the way you feel, and it's been fun both times tattooing on you and hanging out, posting and talking. And I was like, thank you. You know, but it was really cool because it was like, you know, once again, you know, I've been telling people ask me all the time on the internet, and that part's what I'm looking for. What are you looking for? That's the perpetual ever date question, right? What are you looking for? Now on the internet, what are you looking for on here? And people always get really confused and sometimes pause for a few minutes before they message me a second or third time when I answer. Because I usually come back and say, well, I'm kind of not like most of the rest, and I'm not generally ever looking for anything. If they really ask for clarification, I say I don't look for anything. I find things. I live by a sense of serendipity, and 99.9% of the time people are like, huh, what's serendipity? Well, the Count or the Duke of Serendip. Serendip, it was a place, or a mythical place anyways, would find what he needed in his daily path before he actually knew that he needed it. So then all of a sudden, a little bit later, he needed something, he had just found it. So that's the origin of the word serendipity. So serendipity means that you're like this count or duke or vizier or ruler of whatever land Serendip was. I'm not sure if it's mythical or quasi-mythical or historical or whatever. But, so that means that serendipity, or serendipitous, if you have a serendipitous experience, or that you stumble across something and get it, and then realize that's what you were looking for. That's what you needed, then God or the universe or fate or destiny or synchronicity or the ghost of Serendip. How you like your girl. Anyways, I've lived like that for decades. You know, I sometimes have a general direction, like right now I'm transitioning and waiting for everything to come together and be passing. I'm closer and closer all the time. I keep cheesing. Sorry. I keep cheesing. I promise I ain't done nothing but have some steak, some ginger snaps, and some coffee. But I keep cheesing because I can see my cheeks, like my face. Like even if I ain't makeup when I smile, the only thing from stopping me smiling wider is I know my teeth are messed up. And I'm really not trying to just inflict that on people. But I've gotten so much done this year. I'm about to start laser hair removal next week. I have breasts and tattoos and new friends and my lips and it's starting to, I don't know, me and Dolly hanging out watching the changes happen. Like I said, I'm not quite the pretty guardian fighting for justice and peace and beauty. I'm getting back. Remember, love makes the world go round. Be good to